Questions that I've often received from a lot of people, and I've decided let me just address them. I feel like these questions are silly because they are coming out from a coward mindset. Okay, and I feel like I should talk about them so that I help out anyone who was having such concerns, so that they can have this courage to just jump and get started and all that. I feel like the reason why such questions are asked is because someone has this idea they want to start phone access with business, and they just feel like it aren't enough, and they want a lot of courage. They want to gather a lot of a lot of courage to just get started and jump into that. So I feel like they are silly questions, but I'm gonna handle them so that I give you answers in case someone can also learn from such. And before I jump into such questions, allow me to tell you that I've got courses that I have outlined, and they are going at very cheaper prices if at all you might need. And the first course on the list that I have so far is the suppliers list and connections. Okay, so I've made that course. If you buy, you'll be able to know different types of suppliers and different types of items that they do supply, and you also be able to know the contacts and where to find them. And also you'll be lucky to receive a connection through me because those people know about me. So you'll be able to receive a contact through me. I'll talk to them personally, and then I'll connect them to you so that as you go there, they'll receive you. And that is just at a very cheaper price. And if at all you feel like you like that course, you can contact me on my WhatsApp line on +260 979 510170. These suppliers are able to send items to Zimbabwe. I just sent one recently. They're able to send to Malawi. They're able to send to Kenya, and they're able to send to all these countries that are nearby, Zambia and all those. They'll actually send them. Okay, so with that being said, let us jump into the video. The first question that I often receive is, how much will I be making in a day? Guys, I don't know. I don't know how much you'll be making in a day. That is up to the strategies that you put. And I always talk about how to receive customers, how neat is your shop. Those are the those are the small factors that will determine whether you'll be making a lot of money or not. You know what, you can have a very good shop, but if it's dirty, no one wants to come there, no one wants to come and buy. Okay, you can have very good products and all that, but if your customer services are very poor, no one would want to come back and buy from you. Okay, and otherwise, me, I sell a lot within a day. I say I make enough for myself and for my business, so I make that enough. Why do I do that? Because I've always maintained the standard of the things I have to do on my shop. It is always clean. I'm always nice to customers. I'm always providing items that are adequate. I'm always providing quality products. And my friend from Zimbabwe confirmed it to say, you sent me quality products, and I'm glad that you did. Okay, so those are the things you need to put in place. Those are the things that are going to determine whether you can make good sales or not. Otherwise, if you do the opposite, you make less sales. Okay, so let's hope you're putting all those things into consideration. The second question that I often ask is this business profitable? Of course, it's profitable. That's why we are here. I've told you about my 3 expansions. I've expanded my business 3 times. I started in a small booth, bigger one, and now on this one. And I'm even planning for a 4th expansion, of which I pray to God that I just find a good shop, because I've been looking for a good shop to suit the description of a good shop, and it's not where to be found. So I'm planning to just make my booth a bigger one, like twice as this one. That's what I'm just planning. So why do you think we are doing that? It's because it's profitable. It's because it's profitable, guys. It's very much profitable. But what will determine your profitability is those things that I do talk about. Take my videos seriously when you want to start phone accessory business, because I'll tell you the experience. I'll tell you things that no one else will tell you. Search on these they will just advertise the products. But me, I'll go down. I'll tell you what you need to do. I'll tell you how your mouth are going to move. I'll tell you a lot of things. Okay, so take my videos very, very serious. Otherwise, it's profitable. We're enjoying life, man. All right, so the other question I received is, how much capital can I start with? Ooh, I don't know how many times I'm going to talk about this one. You guys, if you're having a 5,000, then I tell you to say, start with a 20,000. Is it going to change the 5,000 to a 20,000? No. So how much can you start with? It is how much you have right now. I hate some people that come to me and say, I want to start this business, but I don't have money. Hell no. Why do you want to start without money? There's no business you can start without capital. That's a lie. Okay, so if you want to start a business, first find a job, raise the money, save the money, then come back and start a business. You can't start without money. You need money, you need capital. But how much capital do you need? the match that you are going to put in place. Okay, see how much you can manage to save. Okay, how much have you managed to save up? That is how much you should start with. Okay, don't compare with other people. You know, when I was starting, I started with 1,800. Now listen, I have made orders for people that are way bigger than my budget, bigger. Just recently, I was making a order that was, I think that was 350 US dollars. That was the one I was making, and when I convert that, that is almost close to a 10,000. And then look at how much I was starting with. Starting 1,800. So if I divide into that, it's almost 5 times better than I was starting. I went to my suppliers with someone. Somebody says, okay, I want to start the business, and I went with them. They paid for my transport. We went together, and I showed them around my suppliers, and I also told them things they must buy. I told them that, and I checked the money they were having. Man, it was about 12,000, and that's way bigger than mine. You see, so it's always different. So if you're asking about how much you can start with, I can tell you this is how much you need to start with. Okay, you should start with how much you have managed to save so far, and if you feel to say this is how far I can go, start. Okay, if that's how far you can go, start with how far you can go, guys. Okay, the other question I received, a silly one otherwise, it is, how long will it take for me to be profitable? How long will it take? Do you know how long it took for Mark Zuckerberg to be profitable? How long it took for Tesla to be profitable? How long it took for Dangote to be profitable? Guys, it's different from each business. Okay, what will determine how long it will take for you to be profitable? It is how much effort you are putting in. Okay, you guys, I used to sleep here sometimes. I used to sleep here. Why? Because I wanted my business to be profitable as soon as possible, so I could come over here 05, then I spend the whole day. When the night comes, maybe somewhere around 23, 24, that's when I'm sleeping. I just close the doors, I sleep here. Okay, I could sleep here, and 05 I wake up. So if it's you now, you want to start, and then you come 8 hours, then you knock off at 16, then you want to ask me how long can it take for me to be profitable? That's up to you. It depends with how much effort you're putting into the business. Otherwise, you can be profitable as soon as possible, because this phone accessory business is a business on demand. Everyone using a phone today, they charged it, meaning that there's someone who sold them a charger. Okay, people really want this phone covers a lot. People want screen protectors on the daily basis. So what will determine your business being profitable? It is the habits you employ on your business. Okay, otherwise this business has no problem. Items have no problems. What is the problem? It's you. Elon Musk shifted from his house. He started staying in the factory, and now you are starting a factory. You want to take it like a side hustle, and then you're asking us how long it will take for you to be profitable. My guy, that depends with how much effort you are putting into that business. So stop troubling us. Just employ good habits. And I've talked about habits. You guys don't take my videos serious. That's a problem. I've talked about habits, good habits that will help you be profitable fast as fast as possible. I've talked about such. Make sure you check my videos and get them seriously. All right. The last question that I feel it's so silly is, someone asked me to say, I have this how much? Maybe let's say, for example, somebody says I have $100. Is it enough for me to get started? Okay. Well, if that is how far you can organize, then it's enough. That's what I can tell you. If you tell me to say I have $50, is that enough for me to get started? Well, my answer is, if that's how far you can go to save, then that's enough. I'll not tell you to say you need this much. No. If that's how far you can go, then start over. There's so many types on how you can start this business. One, you can start in the streets. Okay, I've done streets before. Like, I've gone in the streets before. I just took a table, a speaker, and I was selling just screen protectors only, and I made a lot of money from there. You can even go selling covers only. That depends with the strategy that you have. So guys, if you're starting in the streets and then you say, okay, it's $10, okay, it's $50, okay, it's $100, okay, that's okay. But don't ask me, if your vision is to go into a bigger shop, then you're asking me to say, is $100 okay? Well, I'll tell you it's okay, but maybe your items will range from here to here, and the shop will be all open and empty. So that only depends with the mode of business you want to start. You want to start wholesale, and you're asking me, is $10 okay? Guys, that's not okay. Save enough. Okay, save enough, guys. So it would depend on the mode of the business you want to take, how far you want to go, and also the facilities you have in place. Okay, otherwise every money is okay to get started. It depends with the mindset and the things you have put in place. These are some of the silly questions I've received for over past few days, and I hope you have learned from them. Guys, if you need more information about phone accessory business, I have a lot of courses that I'm actually selling. Hit my WhatsApp line. I'll sell you courses, different types. In fact, let me tell you some more. I've got courses on how you can light your first budget. I've got a course I can sell you. I also have courses on how to get started with your phone accessory business. I've got that course. I also have courses on how to expand your phone. Maybe you've started already, now you need to expand. So I've got courses I'm selling on how you can expand, and it's just a few. Okay, so these are some of the information I wanted to share today. I hope this was helpful. If you found this helpful, please do what I talk about in the videos.